Hello, and good morning, and good day. Go to partneroncall.com. When you get there, search for Let's Demystify Pre-LOI Due Diligence. You'll go to a web page, click the link. You can download a free report showing all 38 topics. You're about to listen to some of them. This offer expires soon, so take advantage of it. All right, I'm Ted Leverette. I'm the original business buyer advocate. I'm not a business broker, never have been. And for more than 30 years, I've been helping, over 100,000 entrepreneurs and advisors worldwide. They've bought my books, they've taken my trainings, they've hired me. We handle things like creative finance, deal making. I personally coached about 1,000 clients, and this is important. I've trained 298 independent advisors. They don't work for me. They're not in my company. I trained them to better serve people buying and selling companies. Okay, how about Nancy? Nancy Fallen-Hull, talk to us.
Hello, folks. Thank you, Ted. I'm a business lawyer, business transactions lawyer. I do corporate securities and M&A, business acquisitions, and I write legal documents in plain English. Let's go to David Barnett.
I'm a former business broker, and those are the days back when you and I first met. And today I work still helping people buy and sell businesses, but as a consultant rather than as a broker. I've written some books on the topic, and I've got a YouTube channel where I answer people's questions.
My name's Dan Precourt. As Ted mentioned, I'm a self-funded searcher. I'm currently active in my business search process. My first business when I was 21, and it's a business we still operate today. And a couple of years ago, I sold a business that we built over a 10-year period. And now I'm looking for my next opportunity.
Okay, what about this one? I almost didn't put it on the list, but it's on it. You guys asked for it. What if the seller or bank demands my personal guarantee? Well, why don't you just consider whether the opportunity makes it worthwhile? And know the various ways to negotiate that personal guarantee. You don't have to take the document someone gives you. If you want information on that, send me an email. Be sure to put in the subject line, Ted, share with me some information about how to negotiate a personal guarantee. I'll send it to you. It's what I give all my clients. You're going to get a freebie, but I'm not doing it now to take an hour. The next one, well, what if the seller won't partially finance the buyer? Well, guess what? Look to creative financing. I just don't understand. Again, email me. Say, Ted, send me your most creatively financed deal. I'll send it to you. Copy it. It works on almost any kind of deal. Not all, but any. Oh, by the way, I got 499 other creative financing ideas. Quite a few of them. David Barnett helped me work on to tweak them for Canada. In my book, How to Get All the Money You Want for Your Business Without Stealing It. It's at partneroncall.com. Go download it. All right. This is where we're going to draw in our panel. What if the price buyers propose is not justified after the LOI? I think I'll let David or Nancy talk about this first. I only have about 50 words on that.
You want me to go ahead? Okay. So if you make an offer based on the information that you had beforehand, and then you get into due diligence and you discover that you made a mistake and the business is worth much less than the offer you made, then you've just benefited from the due diligence process, because now you either get to renegotiate at a lower price or you avoid making a big error in overpaying for a business.
Nancy, do you have anything?
Sure. Include a sentence in the LOI that the offer you're making may be adjusted based on the results of due diligence. And yes, you can change your offer after the LOI, to answer the question you posted, Ted.
Okay.
For that reason, things didn't shake out, so I'm making a different offer.
All right, folks. If you're still here, I am about to give you the most controversial thing I'm known to say. It pisses off brokers. How do we handle when you know it's not worth what you said it was in the LOI or thought it was? It comes up a lot. You're going to experience it. You're going to find out after you paid money or spent the time to write that LOI. Remember, these owners do not like giving up what they thought they were getting. So you're asking them to change something that I don't care if you say it's non-binding. To them, it's binding. You need to be thinking about this. The pricing multiple, this is where the brokers get pissed off. The pricing multiple relates to the degree, of risk and opportunity. The multiple is applied to whatever value indicator you're using, such as SDE or EBITDA or profit or who cares? After-tax profit, it's whatever you're multiplying that multiple by. But keep in mind that that multiple is a risk factor. I'm promising you nearly all buyers get this wrong. Brokers know this, but they're not going to tell you about it. So the multiple and the value indicator, they're not static. And that's why it's a good idea to talk about this pre-LOI with brokers and sellers and everybody else in the playing field, including your advisors. Because if you get this wrong, like most people do, you're gonna buy the wrong business, or you're gonna buy the right business on the wrong. Seller's gonna reject your LOI. So spend a whole lot of time on this price multiple and realizing it's a risk factor. All right, can you change the LOI? Can you change my LOI after I give it to him? Well, yeah, you can. Doesn't mean anybody's going to accept it. Anybody out there, any of you searchers have had that experience where you submitted an LOI and you put a number in and later you discovered it was so wrong that you just had to change it? Did you find that the owners just gleefully changed it for you?
The broker told me to go take a walk when I tried to retrade. So
on the other hand, business brokers are masters at creating buyer competition. That's your kryptonite. That's the thing that kills you buyers. So just think about what my clients do. We go direct to owners, and preferably owners who haven't even thought about going for sale. You might just write that down.
There's a question or a comment from John, called it a hypothetical, of whether when you offer an LOI, but then the recession kicks in. I think your question is, John, can you change that LOI offer based on economic factors? And I'll just answer that from the legal side and say you should definitely have a condition in your LOI that A, if due diligence pans out, and B, you could add something like, assuming economic factors remain the same, and you could even say something like we might be heading into a recession and might offer.
Okay, for those of you going to follow up with the broker, write this down. Go out and talk to owners that are for sale by owner, or that could be, because you know how to approach them. Don't wait for brokers. All you're doing is giving time for buyer competition. Dan Precourt could probably talk about this if he wants to. Do you want to mention anything about that, Dan?
Sure. I'm still licking my wounds a wee bit. We dealt with a business that I was, in fact, Ted pointed out at one point in the process that, hey, don't you remember at the beginning you said you weren't interested in this business? And it was just something that I never had on my radar, and I did kind of fall in love. I believe they call that buyer fever. I had a strong case, and the broker set things up like a lot of homes are sold these days, where he had showings and he gave us an opportunity to do some fairly involved due diligence pre-LOI, and then allowed us the opportunity, and I say this sarcastically, the opportunity to submit an LOI on a date, at the same date that several others would be presenting their LOIs. And, then the seller would obviously choose his dance partner.
Hey, you. That's right, you. Have you been looking to buy an exciting and profitable business? Are you tired of searching, but only finding barriers that impede you from owning a wonderful business? Well, have we got some good news for you. You can find and buy the right business the right way. And you don't have to go it alone. For over 30 years, author and transaction advisor Ted Leverette, the original business buyer advocate, has been helping buyers worldwide achieve win-win done deals. Ted Leverette says, You can't buy it if you can't find it. You see, buying a business is all about search. Because if you can't find it, you can't buy it. It's about being best and first. First on the scene with sellers and being the seller's first choice and top of mind for brokers and sellers. And most importantly, avoiding buyer competition. What about having to compete with other buyers? Well, you have to outbid them, which is a good way to pay more than a business is worth. Searchers do better with a winning business buyer marketing plan, and that's where Ted Leverette comes in. He'll help you prepare a winning plan, and then he'll guide your actions so you can find and then buy the right business the right way. But searching is not enough. The reality is too many people buy the wrong business, or they buy the right business, but on the wrong terms. That's why, if you want to buy the right business the right way, it makes sense to have Ted Leverette, the original business buyer advocate, on your advisory team. And one of the best ways to know what the savviest searchers and buyers do is to read Ted Leverette's books, How to Prepare Yourself and Find the Right Business to Buy, and How to Buy the Right Business the Right Way. You can get them at his website, partneroncall.com. Don't chance it. Right now, go to partneroncall.com, get the books, and schedule a free and private telephone conversation with Ted Leverette.
You can do better if you contact me and we build or improve your searcher marketing plan. You can learn more about searching by reading my book, How to Prepare Yourself and Find the Right Business to Buy. And my other book helps you achieve worthwhile deals, How to Buy the Right Business the Right Way. You will save time, you will save money, you will achieve better deals if you do what the savviest buyers do. I'm available to help you deploy the tactics and strategies from my books. You can get them on Amazon. So, I'm Ted Leverette, the original business buyer advocate with Partner On Call Network. Thanks for listening.